Hey, youth group, good morning. What's up? Hello. Today we are in our verse of the day from Luke 11, verses 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13. We are kind of plopping in the middle of Jesus' teaching on prayer. His disciples ask him, "Can you teach us how to pray?" And he says, "Yeah, no problem, sure." And he teaches them, tells them a couple of things. We get like a half the Lord's Prayer in here, kind of an abbreviated version of it. And then he tells a quick story in verses 5 through 8. And then we come down to verse 9, and here's what verse 9 says. This is Jesus talking. He says, "So I say to you, ask, and it will be given you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For if everyone who asks receives, for everyone who asks receives, he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks, the door will be opened." So here is, in verse 9 and 10 here, it's just Jesus saying, hey, while you're praying, speak up, ask the question, ask what is on your heart, ask it to God. Okay, and he said, ask, it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Seek, look. If you're looking for the Lord, you will find him. Okay, knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. That's a good promise. He who seeks finds, and to him who knocks, the door will be open. Great promises there. Verse 11, which of you fathers, if your son asks for a fish, will give him a snake instead? Or if he asks for an egg, will give him a scorpion? If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give the Holy Spirit to those who ask him? So there's a lot to unpack here. I'm going to make this very short and brief, though, and just to ask you a quick question today. Are you talking to God? Are you taking time each day to talk to God, to pray, okay, to ask him, to seek him out, okay, to knock and say, hello, are you there? Hello. Because everyone who does that, God's going to answer you. Now, I'm not saying God is going to give you every single thing you ask for. I had a relative when I was a kid who was like, I don't believe in God because, one day I prayed that he would give me a Ferrari and he didn't. So, God's not real. And I'm just like, well, that's stupid. First of all, you're dumb, and to my relative or whatever when I was a kid. But it's just like that's expecting that God's going to give you every single whim of your fancy, and that's just not how God works all the time. God's not just going to drop you a Ferrari because you say I want a Ferrari, or get you out of this sticky situation that you put yourself into. Okay, but God is always there, and he's always listening to you. Okay, he's going to answer your prayers. It may just not be today or right now in this very second. It may not be tomorrow. It may be a little bit later from now. Okay, and it may not be the answer you're looking for. It may not be the yes that you want. It may be a no. But I promise you this, and the word says this, that God is listening. Okay, that he cares about you. Okay, that he loves you. So the question for you today is, are you seeking him out? Are you asking? Okay? Are you knocking? Are you taking time today to talk to God? Okay, because if we just run around our day and just do a bunch of stuff and we do whatever we want, and God's not in that picture, man, it's going to feel empty. Okay. So my encouragement to you today is just, it doesn't have to be this like, oh, I need to dedicate hours of time to prayer for the Lord. Now you can go for it. I'm all for that. But don't feel like that's the only option. You can pray and talk to him anytime. Talk to him for a minute or 5 minutes or 30 seconds. Or take time as you're reading the word and just talk to him. Talk to him throughout your day like you would talk to your buddy or whatever. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. But that's my encouragement for you today, youth group and young adults and whoever, is listening to this is to take time to pray and talk to God. He is listening to you, okay? And he loves you, all right? Have a good one. Bye.